What's up, everybody? Hey, this is TJ McClellan, broker of Fitness Realty, back for another sweet training video. This one's going to be all about the commission equation. They do talk about it a little bit in Stringham during the class, but this is going to be a little refresher. So this is to try to determine how much commission that you're going to make on each deal. I'm going to give you a few scenarios, and we're going to go over the worst one of all, which is typically your first deal, and that's most likely because you have something to pay back from me putting out my own funds for you to get started. So we're going to cover both scenarios, and then you can use all these equations to figure out what you're going to make in the future. So without further ado, let's go to the first slide. I guess my picture covered up. It says your first deal, great, and it sucks. Okay, and most of that's because, like I said, you have something to pay back. So let's say you do a purchase price of $333,333.33, and you'll see I did that on purpose so that when we took 3% of that, we could get 10,000. So you can see here, I took 333 times 0.3 or 3%. I'm going to pull up my calculator really fast. And I'm going to just do these on the fly. So let's take 333,033 cents times 0.03 or 3%, and we get roughly 10,000. So if I had more threes in there, we would have hit 10,000. So that means there's $10,000 in commission that's going to come to your side or the buyer's agent side for this particular transaction. Now that 10,000 goes into the usually in the trust account for the company. Sometimes if the check comes to my house, then I take it to the bank, and Mountain America usually screws it up, which just it is what it is, and they put it in the operating account. So sometimes it's in either or trust or operating, but it has to go through the company's funds first, and so that 10,000 will go right into the company's account, and then after that, we're going to use your company split. So most people when they start, or everybody that starts out with us, has that 70-30% commission split. So 70% for you, 30% for the company. But you've all committed to doing something to make you the strongest version of yourself. So we're giving you that bonus 5%. So everybody has to pay that company split when they're working with us because that appeases our shareholders. We do have shareholders now, so I'm always trying to make sure that we're covering our bases with the company. And so that 25% is $2,500 out of that 10,000. And so after that, when I've taken that out to appease the company split, you have your 75% or $7,500. Now, this is the reason why it sucks, because sometimes or a lot of times with our newest agents, I've paid out of my own funds, out of my own pocket, to get you started on the pathway in your career. And so to pay that back, let's say it's $2,000 because I wanted to use rough math or easy math. Then let's say you need to pay $2,000 back. Well, I pull it out of your commission side on that to pay back what you've borrowed from me. Now, the thing that I want to make sure everybody understands is the company commission split, that is not paid to me directly. We have shareholders. That's not me taking a cut off of what you did. That is the company as a whole and everything that the company provides so that you can make sure that you have protection and there's less liability, you have insurance, stuff like that. So the company split, we're always making sure that we pay that before paying back what I've paid out for you personally. I don't think people realize that when I'm paying for you to get started in this career, it's actually out of my personal bank account. So it has nothing to do with the company. It has everything to do with me and my faith in you to become the career agent that you want to be. So when I pull that payment back out of what you've earned, though, then that's when it can kind of feel bad and feel kind of crappy, because then if you look at this, we started with 10,000 and we got all the way to 5,500 for your first check. There are a lot of companies that charge 50-50 splits, so that would be pretty close to this. Like I said, I don't try to do that, but I try to help you guys get started in this career. You don't have to borrow my money, of course, so that's been up to you to make those choices. Okay, well, let's move on from this because it does get better, of course. Let's move to this one right here. So on our second deal, let's say we got a better purchase price. We've got a client that's got a little bit more purchasing power, so we get in there into a $500,000 deal, which is still like $149,000 less than the average price for Salt Lake County right now. So this is not difficult stuff to do anymore. So a $500,000 deal, we're going to do our same 3% buyer's agent side. Typically, it can fluctuate. So real quick on the fly, let's say this one is only 2% though. So let's do 500,000 times 2%. That's 0.02. Excuse me. So we get that $10,000. So you can really see how that percentage that the buyer's agent or the agents were going to pay for that transaction can really fluctuate quickly with the percentage that they are paying. So let's go back to my example though. So 500,000 times 0.03 gives us 15,000 in commission. Like I said, that money has to go through the company first. So title companies will pay it directly to us with a wire, or it'll be a check that sometimes just shows up at my front door, and then I have to take it to Mountain America, like I said. But that money hits the company's account, and then we do your company split after that. So then it's that 25%. So if you want to take 25%, let's do 15,000 times 0.25, which is 25%, which gives us $3,750. So that's the money that's going to stay with the company to appease all the shareholders and to push the envelope with the acquisition side and everything we got going on with the company. So then if you want to know what yours is, that's 15,000 times 0.75, 11,250. And I don't take out anything you owe me because you've already done that. So that's why the second deal is so much more juicy, and I just love the second deal and beyond. And then I want to show you and take you through a little scenario. I didn't make a slide for this, but I want to take you through a scenario when you actually reach the highest commission tier that we have in our company. So let's take the same $500,000 deal. So we take the same $500,000 deal. You've closed a ton of deals by now, and you've achieved the highest tier in our progressive tier commission splits. Wow, that's a mouthful. Sorry about that. But at that tier threshold, you are at a 90-10 split, plus your bonus 5 for doing something that's going to make you the strongest version of yourself. So really, that's 95-5. So let's take $500,000. Let's say we're getting the same 3% from the agents for closing the deal. So we would do 0.03 for 3% total commission coming to the company and you combined, right, before any company split. So we have that same 15,000. Now we're going to do times 0.05 for the 5% that you're going to pay to the company for the split, because you've already achieved the highest commission tier, which is $750. Let's take your 15,000 and do 0.95, which is what you're taking home, and you're taking home the lion's share, which is 14,250. That is awesome. So you get to grow with the company, learn everything that we have all the tools that we give you, and by the time that you're at the end of the commission tier splits, it's pretty much a flat rate company's rate. So you get all the benefits without all of the payments. Okay, I hope this has kind of enlightened you on what it looks like to be with our company and commission. I want to try to clear the air up because people are just caught off guard by it all the time. So I'm just putting it out there, being more transparent. If you have questions about the commission splits or what they look like or how they operate, or you just can't wrap your nugget around how to do percentages, reach out to me. I will personally teach you and show you how it works on paper or on computer or whatever you need. I'm there for you. Okay, thank you so much, and we'll see you next time.